this is Pendo. Welcome back to Millionaire Babe. Our mission is to motivate, educate, and empower people just like you and me to become millionaires. Now, if this is the first time you're watching, please don't forget to subscribe. We have very good information for you, and I don't want you to miss it. Today, we are going to be talking about buying a house. Now, somebody may ask, why do I need to buy a house? I can rent, I can stay in my apartment. The easiest way to get to be a millionaire is by investing in real estate. And right now, with the COVID-19, the interest rates, federal interest rates, are pretty low. In fact, you can get a rate as low as 2.5%. 2.5%, yes. But definitely this will be based on your credit history, your debt to income ratio, that's number 2. And then they'll be looking at other things too, like your payment history. Now, when we're talking about that, we're talking about them doing a credit report on you. Now, your credit score should be preferably 650 and above. And if you have any questions in your credit, you can always do a free credit report from Equifax, and once a year you are entitled to a free credit check. If you have any things in your credit report that you do not agree with, you can file a dispute. Every time you file a dispute though, you must be aware that your credit score might go down by a few base points. Now, once you get all that resolved, you can go ahead and now find the type of housing that you like and talk to a real estate agent about buying a house. Now, there are 2 types of mortgages. There's the fixed mortgage and there's what they call an ARM, which means that there's a variable interest rate. You can actually get a mortgage right now with 0 down. Yes, I say 0 down. Now, if you want to know more about that, comment below, send me an email to millionairebabe@gmail.com, and I'll be sure to answer all your questions. Now, we've talked about doing a credit report, checking your credit history. We've also talked about going to your lender and seeing what you can afford. Now, usually they say that your base amount of money that you should spend on a house should be only 25% of your pay. So you can calculate your gross pay, and the amount of money that you're paying on a mortgage should be only 25% of your pay. Remember, when we are investing in real estate, and I use the word investing. Now, if you buying a house just to live in it, that is not an investment. That's what we call a liability. What I'm talking about right now is to buy a house so that you can use it as a business and you can rent it out to other people, and they can pay off your mortgage for you, and over time that same house will continue to grow in value, so that in about 5 to 10 years it's probably gone by, let me say, 10% or more. If you have any questions, any concerns, please don't forget to comment below and tell me more about what you think. Now, we've also talked about the importance of maintaining your credit report. We've talked about one other thing that I want to talk to you about today is that they will be looking at your job history. They'll be asking for you to give them your W-2 statements, Preferably if you've been with the same employer for the last 2 years, they will be looking at that too. I know, right? 2 years of employment might sound like a long time for some people, but don't fret about it. And they will be looking at your taxes for at least the last 2 years, so they can get that through the IRS though. The next thing they will be looking at is your pay stubs for at least the last 60 days. So you need to get that handy. Now the other thing too that you have to be concerned about is that once you've gone with a real estate agent, you have approximately about 10 days. Yes, I say 10 days, 10-0. 10 days that once you get a pre-approval from the bank, you find the house that you want, you have only 10 days to change your mind and say, I don't want to buy a house. So once you get that letter and you talk to your real estate agent, you have to get an appraisal on the house, and also you have to get someone to come and inspect the house. Now when I talk about inspection, we're talking about checking all the plumbing, checking all the electrical supplies, checking when the roof was last replaced, any problems with the heating and ventilation, any other structural problems that you may not know. Are there any liens on the house? All that will come with the inspection. Now you have to be present when you're doing your inspection, and if after the inspection they'll give you a report based on what their findings are, and if you don't like it, you can walk away. You can definitely walk away from the deal, but remember, you have to do your due diligence. This is a great investment, and this is one of those long-term investments, so you really want to be careful about doing it and making sure that you do it right. Okay, so don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I will see you later. It's been a pleasure talking to you today. I hope you have a great rest of the day.